Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? It's about 6:40 p.m. on this rainy Friday. I took a quick look at the forecast. It said 20% chance of rain at 7 p.m., but it's still going strong right now. I'm on the Sky Bridge, walkway, whatever you want to call it, from the Prong Pong BTS, heading over to the newish Hemisphere Mall. That is the Marriott Marquis. Oh, there's a little lightning off in the distance on Sukhumvit Soi 22. And right below this pagoda-style building is the entrance to Benchasiri Park. Little 11-acre piece of greenery right in the middle of the city. Man-made water feature, jogging track around the entire park. It's a nice little park. And this is looking up Sukhumvit Soi 33.5, one of my favorite streets in town. That is right there is O'Shea's Irish, and then right here to the right on the corner behind that tree is the Robin Hood Tavern. 2-minute walk down the street is the Royal Oak Pub. Great little street. And if you want something a little fancier, right above the IKEA sign there is the Tribal Beach Club with its swimming pool hanging out over the park. Even I've only been in there once or twice, but I would suspect into the evening there are still people swimming in the pool, and other people super dressed up, kind of Miami Beach style. And just a 2-minute walk in between 33.5 and Sukhumvit 33, 24-hour Via Market. You'll find a good selection of wine and cheeses, all kinds of expat items you may not find at the Big C or Lotus. You're going to pay for them, but if you need that imported, whatever it is, Captain Crunch cereal, I don't know if they have that. I know they have Corn Pops. This is the only place you can find that, but it's 350 baht if you want it. And next door to that is the 24-hour Sunrise Taco. It's a decent taco, and 24 hours fits my bill. You can't really see the sign, but right to the right of Sunrise Tacos, there's those 4 bench seats out front. That's Easy Burger. I've really been trying to watch my diet. I'll eat a burger a couple of times a month, but not every week. And that is definitely a better pick than McDonald's or Burger King. Easy Burger. I think there's 3 locations around town now. The original up in On Newt, Soi 50 by Cheap Charlie's. Oh no, Prime Burger is another good choice. I was going to say there's a Easy Burger up by Nana, but that's a newish Prime Burger location. I believe it's where, if old timers remember the Carl's Jr. across the street from Nana Plaza over in the Soi 3 area, I think that's a Prime Burger now. If not, it's directly next door to where the Carl's Jr. used to be. You'll find another Prime Burger not far from here, in between Soi 23 and 25. Delicious burger. They're both that smash burger style, but really tasty. And I have personally been in the Prime Burger in Pattaya as well. And just across the street from the Hemisphere, you'll find 2 or 3 really good Japanese barbecue locations. And you can see the walkway ends here. You make a left turn and you're in the Hemisphere Mall. They have these signs which appear to be new that says Hemisphere late night till 11 p.m. I believe that's just on Friday and Saturday. 99% of malls, Big C's, Lotus, they're going to open at 10 in the morning and close at 10 at night. I think they're trying something a little new here at the Hemisphere. If nothing else, I believe you can go in and eat closer to 11 p.m. And a little typical traffic. This is looking up Soi 33. You see the folks trying to merge onto Sukhumvit. You'll see the Pan Pan Italian restaurant. I've had a meal there, 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. Yep, good food. But one of my favorites, if we go up one more street to Soi 31, Bella Napoli. It's a good pizza, a really good steak if you're in the mood for a steak and pasta dish. I assume you can just get the steak on its own. I always get, I don't know what it is, some kind of almost a fettuccine Alfredo with a steak, and even that, I'm trying to limit my beef. And I'm walking in the Hemisphere while I'm on the topic of fast food. There's a Shake Shack in here if you want it. There's another one at Central World. There's no shortage of food in this hemisphere. I remember when it opened up, I think it said 300 or 350 spots to eat. I'm looking at a Red Lobster there off to the left. I've never had a meal there. Down below is a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. There are two of them. He has a Gordon Ramsay pizza place. And these booths are, I think they're part of the fancy Starbucks. And here's the Shake Shack. They had a pop-up In-N-Out, I've mentioned it before, at Central World. Ooh, it was probably a year and a half ago. It sold out immediately. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. So no Shake Shack for me today. I will admit to getting hot dogs there a couple of times. They're all beef. Taste great. It's a little tricky to get a good hot dog over here. They're kind of like those, I don't know what you call them. They're definitely not like a ballpark hot dog. They're the cheapest 99-cent, if that even exists anymore, of could be pork, could be chicken, maybe a mixture of all. That is what you're going to find in many places. Now, some of the expat bars, they bring in dogs and links from, I guess, specialty shops. I know Buddy's Bar and Grill. They have a really good, it's kind of a snappy hot dog. And he told me there's an expat down in Pattaya making them. And I just took a quick look at the menu. 150 baht for the hot dog. They don't have relish. I asked for that or onions. It's just I don't know what they call it. They cut the dog in half. It's flat grilled dog, something like that. But pretty much they only have mustard. The other two times I've got the dog, I took it home and had my own pickles and onions ready to go. Kind of a lot of effort for a hot dog, but just little things like that. Those are really the only things that, to me, are different from living here than in the U.S. You're gonna have to tweak a couple of things and then everything's perfect. And if not getting relish on my hot dog at Shake Shack is my biggest problem of the day, I don't have much to complain about. I don't do a whole lot of complaining over here to begin with. This is a great place to live. And so much for the 18% chance of raining past 7 o'clock. It's 7:35. Still coming down pretty good. Yeah, this is a pretty nice food court. There's no Terminal 21 style, get a card, put money on it type food court here, but there are plenty of affordable items. I'm gonna go over to my chicken on a stick lady. I wanna say 4 pieces of beef or pork. Well, maybe pork and chicken. Beef might be a little more. But those 4 on top of sticky rice, I think it's 175 baht. Sure, I could get those all day long on the street for whatever it is, 10 baht each, but sometimes you just want to sit down and eat. And there's always some kind of show or event at all of these malls. Looks like they're setting something up for either later tonight or tomorrow. JBL. And in typical Bangkok fashion, I just turned on to Soi 20. I was going to go into, I thought it was called Sports on the Corner, and it's all fenced up over there. However, just a short ways down the street is a new place, Sports on 20. So I'm assuming they just moved up here. Yeah, let's go on in and check out Sports on 20. And I just asked one of the waitresses, she said first night tonight. So there you go. Come check out Sports on 20. I was down in Plon Chit the other day. I jumped off the BTS, and Novotel Hotel, which was right at the BTS, has become a 4 Points by Sheraton. And that happened in a 2-week time frame. Let's see what a San Miguel light is. 125 baht. All right, 140 is not uncommon. Normal hours. We got golf and NFL. Behind me, some football. Yeah, but mostly U.S. football right now. I see they have one pool table. I don't see a dartboard, but right here would be a, well, kind of, I was going to say a perfect spot, but that is the entrance to the restroom. There are a lot of bars in this area. I know my buddy John is in a dart league over on Soy, I think it's 18, the Blue Boar, and the Buddies Bar and Grill. They put up a team, so there's a lot of darts happening in town. This would be a good spot. And they're showing some speedway. I grew up racing motocross, my cousin and I, and they tried to bring speedway over to California. Well, they actually did. Bruce Penhall, I think he went over and won the championship in England, but he was from Southern California, and they did speedway up at Ascot Raceway, and I think Ascot was in Gardenia, and they brought it down to Carlsbad motocross track, set up a speedway track, and they were trying to sell the bikes, and yeah, it just didn't really take off, but kind of fun. They had some bikes there for us to sample. I mean, they were trying to sell them. I jumped on one of those things. I made it around the track 3 or 4 times, but nothing like these guys. I halfway considered getting one of these speedway bikes. Of course, these guys here are the best in the world, and just giving it a whirl. I was always doing something kind of odd. When everybody back then were racing the Hondas in 83 and 84, they were just bulletproof. I had a hookup with the Honda. My cousin was working for a Honda dealership. I could have got one in the crate at next to nothing, and we put it together, but instead I had to get an Italian bike, the Cagiva, which had a lot of bugs that needed working out in 83, and I raced that thing for 83 and 84. It was the old Harley Davidson company. They built motocross bikes in Italy just for a second. I want to say sometime in the 70s. The factory sat empty. Then Cagiva started making the dirt bikes, and it even had a Harley Davidson 1 for the symbol with the Italian flag instead of the American colors. I count 9 TVs. 2 of them must be 80 inch. They're really nice. There's a nice outdoor area covered by an awning. It's drizzling right now and still full out there. Nice bar with about 10 seats, a couple of TVs behind the bar. Yeah, this is going to be a good bar. Yeah, the air conditioning's going. Everything's brand new. Ceiling fans. Feels perfect in here. It's not an ice box, but it's certainly not warm. I'm seeing a lot of replays of the games. There's True Visions over here. But I do see ESPN Live. They have the Red Zone going. The NFL games live depending on the time in the U.S. It's usually 11 p.m. or midnight over here. The Super Bowl will be at 6:30 in the morning, I think. I didn't make 6:30 last year. I showed up for halftime around 8:30, I think it was. We'll see how it goes this year. You can't catch Monday Night Football Tuesday morning live. I usually go, well, I don't go out of my way to watch it, but if I happen to be around O'Shea's, I'll go in and have breakfast, catch the game. Baseball games, especially day games, you can catch those oftentimes in the bar, but it's just not as big a call for U.S. football as Premier League. I mean, that takes precedence. And I just asked one of the waitresses. She said they're not going to have a happy hour, which that's not entirely unusual. I know Buddy's does not, although their beers are a little cheaper. I think a Samuelville Light is oftentimes 95 baht. Now, I just asked her to look at a menu, and she said they don't have one right now, but they will be serving food. She asked me what I wanted, and they could cook it up, but this is literally day one. So, food, menus, all that yet to come, but according to her, no happy hour. No big deal. Just a short ways up, Sukhumvit Soi 20, not far. It's actually closer to the Asok BTS station than Phrom Phong. And if you continue down Soi 20, you'll find the Courtyard by Marriott, very nearby, Best Western on Soi 20, and a really good restaurant called The Deck. I've been in that deck for a half a dozen meals. So come check out this Soi 20 area. It has a lot to offer. I'm out front now. It's about 10 p.m. Here's a little peek down the street. The courtyard's closer than I thought. It's just right there. And that deck restaurant just in front of that. Here is the, I don't know how you say that, Chesa Swiss cuisine. And I know there's a vegetarian Indian restaurant behind the deck. And this is a hotel right here on the corner, the Osteria? I think that's the Osteria. And I know they have a little rooftop bar up here. I was in there for a minute a couple of years ago. But yeah, this is a fun place. Had a good time. I just got a text. My buddies are down Soy Cowboy way. I don't think I'm going to get started on Soy Cowboy tonight. This was just, I wasn't even going to have any beers tonight. I'm on my third, no big deal, but I think I am going to walk home after this one. So check out the Sports on 20. I won't call it a new bar. Well, this is a new location, but down there where the cab is, that's where the original Sports on the corner on 20 or something like that. Yeah, if you're familiar with Soy 20, you'll remember that bar. I'd only been in there a couple of times, but I'll be back on this Sports on 20 for sure. So thanks for watching. We will see you later. You have a great evening.